Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I will be finishing the spouses video for 17 and working on the vocal team. And today we have some moral support, a cute little penguin. It's good support to throw him in there so I know what to edit out of the video. But anyway, I think I'm going to start with Woozi and then go by age order. So Jeonghan, Joshua, DK, and then Seungkwan. And we have 5 different questions, and we'll start. I'm assuming that whoever clicked on this video already watched the other 2, so you may already have an idea of what we're gonna get ourselves into. But yeah, all I wanted to say before I get started is thank you everyone for the love and support that you've been giving me in this other past videos. All I have to say is that I am kind of surprised how the views are going up a lot faster now. So I'm guessing that it's just the all of the subscribers and the random straddlers. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but random people that just stumbled to my videos. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. So with that, I'll start with Woozi. I kind of forgot what were the decks that I was using, so I was like, where do we start? So the first question is Woozi thinking of marriage right now? Let's see, yes or no? I just noticed I have purple cards and most of my stones right here are purple. Amethyst, and another amethyst. I won't take none of the cards because I was not ready for that. I was too busy talking about my amethyst that is Woozi thinking about marriage. 1 card. 9 of Cups. Interesting. Let's see what else we got. Is Woozi thinking about marriage right now? We have the 6 of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. So is Woozi thinking about marriage right now? No, he's not thinking about marriage right now. However, I think he's not thinking about marriage, but I think it was similar to one was reading. He seems to have a very good idea or a positive idea about marriage. So if it comes down to it, he might be okay with it. Or okay, what I'm saying is that even though we gotta know right now, it doesn't mean that Woozi will not get married. It just means that at the moment that we are getting in touch with his energy, he's not thinking about marriage. And the 6 of Cups reverse tells me that he probably, in his childhood, he probably saw a lot of people that had good marriages, or were people that I guess from a very young age he got a very good example of what a couple that wants to be together is like, and he seems to be okay with it. And also the Queen of Wands reverse actually tells me that there's probably like a fiery person that he wants in his life, but it's not there yet. But yeah, it seems like this 9 of Cups tells me that he seems to be very satisfied with his life right now, but for whatever reason, he still doesn't have room to think about marriage or anything along those lines. He may be of those people that prefers to think and focus on the present rather than the future. So I'm not saying you'll think that with someone like that they'll be reckless, but I think with him it's just that he just takes one step at a time, one day at a time as well, and because of that he kind of may not be thinking about marriage or anything along those lines. But aside from that, it seems like a very positive thing for him. It feels that there may be some things that he may have to heal for himself, because the 6 of Cups reversed could be that he has some inner child wounds he has to take care of before he can even think about marriage, or before he is comfortable with that idea. So if that's the case, then yeah, he has some little things to work on here and there. And with that, let's just go on to the next question, which is what type of partner does Woozi want, and then what type of partner he actually needs. Well, spouse in this case. So let's see. Woozi's energy is so calming and relaxing that I feel that that's why the cards don't really fall. But then again, we started with a boom because all those cards fell. So what he wants and what he needs. Okay, so I feel like he's not too far off. Like whatever type of spouse Woozi is aiming to get is not too far off with what he needs, because both animals right here are water, so that tells me that it's someone that is very emotional, someone that is very in touch with their sensitivity, and someone that is also very creative and maybe even spiritually connected. So someone that really follows their heart, I guess you could say, in a way. And the type of partner that Woozi wants is an octopus, so that tells me someone that is very hard worker, or someone that it has like a lot of projects going on at the same time, or someone that is able to, that has good time management. I feel that also all of the color that we have in the octopus is on its head, so I have a feeling that he's looking for a partner that is constantly thinking of the next thing to do, or it's constantly thinking of how to improve themselves and be better people, person, and try to create a comfortable environment. That's one of the things that I'm feeling. And with the eyes closed of the octopus, I feel that he really wants someone that is very sensitive, and what I mean sensitive is someone that is able to feel how other people feel, or is able to be sympathetic and compassionate to other people. So someone that can that is really nice and kind to others. The other thing that I feel with the eyes closed is that someone that just trusts, someone not necessarily blindly trusts, but is someone that is very aware of their environment, but also trusts that life is just going to do its thing. So someone that is not too hard on themselves if things don't go right. And yeah. Now, the type of partner Woozi actually needs is a shark. So that tells me that yes, it's not far off because it's still a water animal, so someone that is still creative, sensitive, and spiritual. But it also makes me think that that shark shows that he needs someone that is very, very strong. So almost like alpha energy. And what I mean by that is that it's someone that follows their own path. They go at the, at the beat of their own drum? I think that's how it goes. I'm not too sure. But that shark energy tells me that it's someone that is very calm, very low-key, and he needs someone that is very rooted, because the only color we have with the shark is red. So that tells me that someone that's very rooted and grounded and stable. I'm not saying that the octopus or what he is aiming for, what he wants in a spouse, is not stable. What I'm saying is that maybe the workaholic, working everywhere and having ideas of like, oh, this project and this other project may be a little bit too chaotic, and what he actually needs is someone calmer. I think it kind of goes with the energy he has for himself, because he's pretty calm as well. But I think he's okay living in chaos once in a while. And that shark also kind of tells me that it's someone that is kind of sneaky. So they just... And when I mean sneaky, I don't really mean it in a bad way. I mean someone that is okay with swimming in the depths of difficult times. Or someone that, let's say, Woozi's going through a very rough time, maybe getting very, very, very sad, and this person is able to swim and feel all of that he's feeling and helping him out through all of those hard times. So it is someone that is very, someone that can really, I guess in a way, keep up with Woozi. Because to me, it feels like it's someone that is on par with him. So that's what he needs. Someone that is a little bit similar to him, but less fire and more water. Because the Queen of Wands tells me that he wants someone that is very fiery and chaotic. I mean, I kind of mentioned that he seems to be okay with that chaotic energy, and that's probably because it fuels his fiery Sagittarius energy of like, yeah, this is fun, I'm enjoying this. But what he needs is someone a little bit more calmer and more watery, like not necessarily a water sign, because your sun sign can be on anything, and the water can just be on the other planets you have in your natal chart. But with that, let's get to the actual second question, which is what type of spouse Woozi will end up getting. It's just so nice to have Penguin with me. Oh, okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles reverse. Perfect! We have our 3 cards. Thank you, random person. So we have 3 of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. So I find it kind of funny because we got the Queen of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands here. You know, that's a good thing about using different decks. If the same card pops out, it's a definitely important message. So I kind of mentioned that there was a Queen of Cups that he may want in his life or marry to, but they're not there yet. And here we have the Queen of Wands again. So he will end up getting what he wants. He will end up getting a partner that is fiery and the Queen of Wands is Leo energy, so that tells me that it's someone that is very showy, that likes to, it's someone very happy and optimistic, someone that probably enjoys to be in the center of attention, but they don't need people to look at them, if that makes sense. It is more, they may crave the attention of people, but it's more like if it's manifested in a healthy way, this is someone that will be okay with the attention that they get, because even though Leos are considered self-centered, and many people see self-centered as a negative aspect, or a negative trait or way to describe someone, it could be someone that just, in their little bubble, they're the center of attention, but they don't necessarily need to demand people to look at them. Like, it's just them and them and them, and they don't, and that's just how it works. However, Leo also is known to be a very generous sign. Scoops is a Leo, and he's a pretty he's a reliable leader, right? Which whisper, hint, hint, I kind of want to do a video about leaders and how their role works and everything. But yeah, just putting that out there. And I feel like Woozi will end up finding a spouse that the Three of Pentacles reverse tells me that it will be someone that may find it very difficult to work with other people. But I feel that that's because this person is very low-key. Kind of like the shark, right? It's someone that is kind of used to being alone and working alone. So it may be difficult for this person to work with other people. And I have a feeling that Woozi's spouse is someone that will probably end up working with him, or this doesn't necessarily mean that this person knows about music, but you have Leo with a Queen of Wands is someone that is into creative stuff as well, even though it's more of a fiery energy rather than water. So it's someone that may be okay under the spotlight, or someone that may be in the industry. So it could be an artist as much as it could just be someone that could work with him and doesn't need to be seen by the general public, and it's just okay to be admired and seen by the people in their in the field that they're working in, right? It could be a composer or some sort of producer, because I do have a feeling that anyone that ends up with Woozi has to, well, doesn't have to, but will most likely be involved somewhere with music, and that's probably because that's the language he's comfortable talking about, or that's his life language, not even love language. We saw his love language. It ain't that pretty. Anyway, but we also have the Seven of Pentacles, so that tells me that Woozi's spouse is gonna be someone that is very patient, very grounded, and this person does not mind playing the long game. And I'm not too sure what that means. Okay. A possibility is that this person is kind of like, I understand that I'm going for a person that is very focused on their job and has healing to do. We'll see later for Woozi and what type of husband he is. But this person is someone that is very patient. They'll take their time. And maybe because of that patience, the patient energy that this person carries, that could be the reason why they're okay working on their own. We got a quack delivery. Quacky. But now that I think about it, I just showed like 2 plushies in Woozi's video, so I guess that means that everything's just gonna be cute, or something that I didn't really want to mention because it didn't make sense. But with all the plushies, I'm starting to think that Woozi will definitely have kids. If he gets married, he's having kids for sure. Okay, I can't say for sure because I can't say for sure, but yeah, I'm just saying there's a high chance that he will have kids, or he will want to have kids. So we're gonna have little Woozis. But there's a chance that this person is able to work on their own because they're very patient, so they don't mind playing the long game even in their career. And this person is also very career orientated because we have Pentacles energy, so that tells me that this person is like laser focused on their work as well. And if that's the case, that could take a little bit, that could be one of the reasons why it may take some time for Woozi and this person to get together. They're so career orientated that marriage will probably build up eventually in their connection. And also, if this person is like a workaholic, then Woozi's kind of getting a little bit of what he wants and what he needs. Someone that is low key, but also someone that is just like working all the time, which I think kind of matches very well with his energy as someone that work is his hobby and his hobby is his work. So I mean, it doesn't mean that his work is easy for him. It's just that at least for him it's definitely worth it because that's what he likes to do. And with that, we'll go on to the third question, which is what type of husband will Woozi be? Wait, is that one card? I think that's one. Let's get out more. Here, I'll shuffle here so I don't hit the penguin. Oh my god, how much do I have to shuffle? Okay, I'll take those two. Wow! I just took those two and it was like, boom. Big stuff. Ooh, never mind. It's more than big stuff. Because we have 3 Major Arcana cards, so that tells me that it is definitely part of Woozi's life mission or life journey to get married. Like, it's a big chapter in his life and it's very important for him. Because we have the Sun, we have Judgment, and we have the Tower. So the Tower card tells me that it's going to be, of course, a kind of difficult transition for Woozi to be a husband. So I think that he may have a lot of, not arguments, but like talks within himself to be like, if I get married and I become a husband, will that get in the way of my career? Which is right now like his safe zone or his comfort zone. It depends how, I mean, if he's gonna end up with marrying someone that also works a lot and is also someone that may be in the same working field as him, then there's a chance that he will be able to easily just be like, yeah, I can get married. We will probably see each other at work. It's all cool, right? But the Sun tells me that he's gonna be a very happy husband. He's gonna be someone that is very optimistic, someone that looks forward to being a partner. Who it also feels like it's someone that is very childlike. And what I mean by that is that Woozi tends to be a very happy person, but I wouldn't be surprised if when he gets married, we're gonna see him even happier. I mean, we have to keep in mind that I also mentioned that children may be in the workings over here, so there's a chance that will make him even happier, or it will make him connect a lot more and heal all of his inner child wounds, which I kind of mentioned in his in the first question that we got. And the Judgment card tells me that it is a point of evaluation for him, or it's a point where life is gonna be like, okay, this is end game almost. Like, this is like what we're aiming for Woozi. And I kind of wanted to think back to his what was it called? His individual reading, and in his love life, Woozi got that life was waiting for him to learn that he deserves more, that he is worthy to get more, because life just wants to give him gifts and gifts and gifts. And one of the gifts was a partner. So I wouldn't be surprised if life is like, hey, look at this person, isn't this person great? And like pushing this person towards him, and he's kind of like, you know what, I think you're right. So like that, his love life is rewarded with a lot of blessings, and it's like life is looking out for him, making sure that he finds a very good partner, because he deserves a good partner. If anything, Woozi just needs to reap his rewards and just get them, right? So what is the other thing that I was feeling? But yeah, these are like big changes for him. We have 19, 20, and 16. So yeah, big changes for him. Definitely ending a cycle and starting a new one. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't think he's necessarily going to stop working after he gets married. If anything, it's just like he's just becoming a new person, and that person is happier than ever and probably takes pride in being a good husband. I do think he's going to be a very good one, very fair, someone that doesn't mind going through very difficult times with his partner, but it also feels like it is someone that he will bring a lot of light to his partner, a lot of positivity and optimism. Even through difficult times, he's gonna be like, we can go through this together. So he's a very supportive and protective partner. Okay, and we have Neptune. So I didn't say the question. So the question here is, what kind of married life will Woozi have? And we have Neptune. So that tells me that there's a lot of emotional connection, a lot of intuitiveness, a lot of filled with unknowns, helping each other heal any addictions that they may have. So if they're both like addicted to their work, they will help each other to like tone it down a little bit and maybe help each other lean more towards healing. Okay, I'm trying to get another card out. The struggle with Woozi, the cards ain't falling. Oh, there you go. Woohoo, we got one. And then we have be bold and make the first move. So I have a feeling that when he's with his partner, they're both going to be, the type of married life that they have is that they're both going to start trying new things. Again, they're both workaholics, so that tells me that there's a high chance that when they come together, they're going to help each other, be like, you know what, let's try this out, and then maybe they go travel the world. Or it's gonna be like, you know what, we should try this out, and then they start learning how to cook, or something like that, like little things like that. I have a feeling that they're going to, with the first move, is like stepping into new things, trying to learn more things. And that Neptune energy tells me that they will both be connected in a very deep intuitive level. So I have a feeling that his partner is going to be very good at sensing how he feels. So if he ever does anything and it contradicts with how he feels, his partner is going to be right there and just know exactly how he feels, or at least be able to figure it out, because they get the hints because they kind of feel it themselves, and it's like, oh, you're not okay today, what's going on? So that's kind of what I'm getting. And I think they're both going to help a lot of people. That Neptune energy tells me that they will be very loving, in the sense that, yeah, they're going to be healing themselves so much that they will be like oozing love onto other people. They're going to be very soothing and calming for other people, or a lot of people will admire the type of connection that they have in married life. It's going to be kind of like a lot of like idealistic things, a lot of wishes coming true, I feel. Or they're going to be very dreamy together. So how will the public react to the news of Woozi getting married? Overflowing emotions, because I almost dropped all my cards. The whole deck just goes bonk, right? How will the public react to the news of Woozi getting married? Let's see. How will the public react? Oh, I'm sorry, Penguin. I just hit Penguin again. That one and that one. Okay, let's see. So we have the 7 of Wands reverse, we have the 10 of Wands upright, and the Chariot upright. So we have 2 sevens, which I'm not too sure what that means, but that's important. The 7 of Wands reverse tells me that a lot of people will, oh, I thought I dropped a piece of paper. But the 7 of Wands tells me that a lot of people are going to see a lot of good things with his partner. Okay, I'm kind of, I'm like yes and no, right? Because, okay, let's start with this one. The Chariot tells me that it's going to be very, very split. I have a feeling that some people are going to be like, I'm glad that he's making his family. I'm very, very, very happy that he has found his person. That he is, because this is Cancer energy, and Cancer is all about the home, about the family, and many Cancers take pride in their family. Maybe the one they're in, or the one that they end up creating. A lot of this feels like a lot of people are going to be very happy. It's going to be like, oh, we have someone more into the family. And what I mean, like the fans or the public will be very happy to see that Woozi is with someone that a lot of people, I feel, will see as an equal to him. I don't know who this person is necessarily, but energy wise, it feels like it's someone that a lot of people will be like, yeah, they're very similar. It makes sense why they're together. But the 10 of Wands tells me that some people, again, there's like these 2 options, right? Because this 10 of Wands could be that a lot of people see it as a burden that he's with, like, that he's getting married. It's like, oh, if he gets married, what's going to happen to his career? But other people are going to feel like this weight coming off of their shoulders, and it's like, wow, very, very glad that he found a good person for himself, that he's tying the knot and finally, finding someone that he's happy with and someone that seems to genuinely make him even better person. And now let's go with the Seven of Wands. So usually the Seven of Wands is about someone that is fighting fears that are not there. So illusions and stuff that they're afraid of, that they have to get rid of. Not have to get rid of, but like at the moment they're like fighting those invisible fears, right? Inner stuff. I guess inner demons in a way. But with the Seven of Wands reverse, it tells me that a lot of people are going to finally see the benefits of him getting married, but at the same time I wouldn't be surprised if a lot more people are also like, I don't know, like it's weird because I have a feeling that people, even if they're like what's the word, like grieving, like oh my god, or our favorite member is like going away and marrying off, I do have a feeling that publicly a lot of people are not going to say anything negative. If anything, a lot of people are going to be sending their happiness and blessings to him to make sure that he has a good relationship and a good partnership and a good married life. I do feel that it's because the person that he's with is someone that a lot of people will be okay with. It's going to be someone that a lot of people are going to say, yeah, this is definitely a good choice for him, or it's someone that a lot of people will see as an equal to him, and it will not be anything like, oh, why are they even together? It's going to be like, oh, I'm glad that they found each other because they're good for each other, if that makes sense. So I have a feeling that because of that, if there are people that are not happy with the married news, they will probably kind of keep it to themselves, or they may say, oh, I'm kind of sad he's getting married and stuff, but I don't necessarily feel hate. But all of this fire and water energy tells me that a lot of people will react based on how they feel. So nothing negative and nothing bad. So I'm actually very happy that Woozi's gonna... It feels very calm. Like, it feels like it's nothing rushed, and it also feels like people will react kindly to it, or will be happy with how everything ended up, even though it may seem like a burden at first, because I have a feeling that many people are gonna be like, okay, and now what, right? Because I don't know, maybe some people assume that when he gets married he's gonna stop working or something, like I don't know. So yeah, I have a feeling that this is actually very good, which I'm happy with. Yeah. Well, anyway, on to the next person. Let's start with Jeonghan's reading. Is he thinking about marriage right now? What? Guess what? The Empress upright, Two of Cups upright, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So, is Jeonghan thinking about marriage? Yes. And sadly for some people, I feel, he may already have someone he wants to get married with. So if the dating news comes out, I knew it. I knew it. So okay, let's get started. So we actually have very beautiful cards as to him. And if he's thinking about marriage, right? We have the Empress, so that tells me that there's a little someone in his life that he's already like, yes, I want to marry this person. I'm not necessarily sure if they're engaged, or they've been thinking of engagement, or they've been thinking of getting married, or if there's a chance he's already dating this person. There's a chance, or let's put this big or out there. Disclaimer, I guess. There's just because there's someone that he wants to get married to does not necessarily mean he is dating this person. There's a chance that they could be friends or co-workers or something along those lines, and he's like, yes, this person, I'm gonna get married to this person. And we also have the Two of Cups, so it feels like it is someone that Jeonghan is definitely in love with, or he really feels like this is the one, this is the person I care about, and we're gonna go, this is endgame. Again, this is the second time I talk about endgame. This is someone that is kind of like, oh, is definitely the person I want in my life, and I want to offer my cup of love, which I'm starting to think that some people don't really understand what I mean with cup of love. So usually, since we're talking about the Two of Cups, usually the cups represents, I guess you could say, you, and the water in it is like the love that you have for yourself, and confidence and security you have for yourself, emotions, and all of that stability, and you offer it to someone. So it's kind of like, I'm so, like, you're stable and you're good in your energy and you're ready to offer love to somebody else outside of yourself because you're fulfilled with yourself, if that makes sense. So that's why you offer a cup of love. You're ready to give love to somebody else because you are good with yourself. And that's kind of what I mean when I say offer a cup of love, right? Sometimes literally, like, you know, love, emotions, self-satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness, all of that. And that's what I mean by offering a cup of love. And this Two of Cups is usually shown like that. It's shown like one person is giving the other person their cup, and the other person is receiving it and offering their own. So it's kind of like you are exchanging vows. Oh goodness, I can almost hear the wedding bells, and I could almost see Jeonghan getting married. Call me dramatic if you want. Anyway, and we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So that tells me that it's actually not ideal, or it's not time yet. And because the timing is not right, he's not getting married anytime soon. And with anytime soon, I mean not right now. And outside of not right now, it can be whatever. Because I mean, we have to keep in mind that he's the second oldest in 17, so I wouldn't be surprised if out of everyone, he's like the one that is, I mean, with Escapes, we gotta definitely know, but with Jeonghan, at least, he's probably already thinking, like, yeah, I want to start settling down, I want to find my partner, get married, and do all the normal things that normal people do. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. And this Empress tells me that he already has a person that is just beautiful, loving, someone that has gone through their transformations to follow what they're passionate about and what they desire in life. So I have a feeling that he has found I'm assuming a pretty decent person, but at least someone that he's okay with. And with that, let's go on to the second question, and let's see if, like, what is it? What type of spouse does Jeonghan want versus what he will need? Jeonghan, what type of partner do you want? Oh, what type of partner do you need? Okay, I kind of want to take two for him, but do we take it? Do we not take it? Do we take it? Do we not? No, we don't take it. Let's put this here. And let's see. The type of partner that Jeonghan wants is a moth. And the type of partner he needs is a rabbit. Opposites, in a way, opposites. So, with the moth, I'm getting that he wants someone that transforms, which we got a lot of butterflies right here. So he wants someone that has transformed and blossomed into this beautiful person. So there's a chance that he has seen how someone that has evolved and being like the best version of themselves, or is working towards that, and he may have fallen in love with that, with the idea that this person transformed and became better. And this moth tells me that it's an air person, so someone that is very good with communication, someone that is very good with ideas, someone that is someone that works with their heart, because this month is filled with green and a little bit of yellow. So the yellow tells me that it's someone that is very confident, someone that loves themselves and has worked a lot in self-love and care. But all of the green tells me that it is someone that is very loving and kind to other people, someone that follows their heart, someone that says and speaks from their heart. So it's someone that is very kind and loving, or that's what he wants. However, what will he get? He will get someone that is a little bit earthy, so someone that is grounded, someone that follows their instincts, because we have the purple, so that's like opening your third eye, and then we have orange and a little bit of red, so someone that is grounded as well, but also someone that, similarly to the Empress, he needs someone that follows what they're passionate about, someone that follows their dreams. And the rabbit also tells me that he needs someone that is very cute and adorable, and someone that, even if they have nervous energy, is someone that knows how to work with it. There's a chance that it is someone that is also very hardworking and is always working hard for their own survival and having the best for themselves. And seems like it is also someone that is very intuitive, in the sense that if they feel someone wants to hurt them or harm them, they can get out of the way. Yeah, someone that is very cute, and that ear and the ears of the rabbit tell me that is someone that is a very good listener. But let's see what he will end up getting. So let's see what type of spouse will Jeonghan end up getting. One card already came out, and it's falling. There you go. You have the King of Pentacles. So he's gonna end up getting someone very earthy. We have the Tower, someone that knows how to deal with difficult changes. And last card, the King of Wands, someone that has a lot of masculine energy. And with that, I mean someone. So the masculine energy doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, it's gonna be a guy, because that Empress tells me otherwise. However, it is someone that follow. I guess that's why there was a lot of orange with his partner. It is someone that is confident, because the King of Wands tells me someone that is very confident. We have Aries and Capricorn energy right here, and Mars. Oh, okay. So it is someone that is very driven. So someone that follows their heart and is kind to other people, I feel will be for sure. But it's someone that shows their kindness, not necessarily in a motherly way, which is a very feminine way of doing it. This is like the masculine type of way. So it's kind of like a father providing for the people they care about, right, to their children. So like, let's say economically supporting people or motivating people to move forward. So this is someone that is, it's a spouse that is very masculine in that sense. So the masculine energy is usually someone that could be a little bit impulsive, a little bit on your face, but it could also be someone that just takes action. They don't try to hide the fact that they're moving forward and that they're doing things, right? So it feels like this is probably one of the things that Jeonghan finds very attractive. Someone that just takes charge. Someone that doesn't need to be told what to do or doesn't need to be told how to do it. They just do. But it's very stable. It's someone that is constantly moving forward. Someone that a lot of people can look up to and be like, wow, look at this powerful energy this person carries. The Tower tells me that it's someone that is not afraid of going through difficult times, is not afraid of change, and is not afraid of destroying the tower and the foundation they've built to create an even better one. So it tells me that it is someone that is not afraid of taking risks, which could be a quality that Jeonghan loves about this person. Someone that takes risks, someone that is not afraid of what people say and whatever, because this is someone that is very knowledgeable, very wise, but also very powerful. And all of the orange again tells me that this is someone that follows their passions, their desires, their goals, their dreams. This person is a dream chaser. So it is I should have said a dream catcher, right? Someone that is constantly achieving their goals. So this is a very overachiever, ambitious type of person, very goal orientated, but someone that's constantly moving forward, constantly trying to be better, constantly trying to be the best version of themselves, constantly improving themselves. And that type of person that will be with him is someone that has beautiful brown eyes, because I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and the eyes kind of caught my attention, or also very big eyes as well. So that could be the reason why they may look kind of cute. And someone that is very open heart-wise. So it's someone that from their heart and very genuinely and sincere wishes, they love to help other people. But the way that they help other people is not by healing them in the sense of, oh, let me listen to your problems, let me give you all of this motherly love and kisses and hugs. No, this is more of someone that is like, oh, you need something? Here's the money. Go get it. Or it's someone that is like pumping people like, oh, if you really want to chase after that person, go for that. And, you're losing nothing in trying. You can do this. So someone that is also very optimistic in a way. Could be a little bit impulsive, but it's because this person has learned that taking action is the best way to make things happen. So this could be someone that doesn't really wait, but is a risk taker in the sense that someone that is taking a calculated risk. It's not reckless energy, because we have the King of Pentacles right here. So it is someone that is constantly moving forward, but they are not doing it in a way that you're like, oh, this stupid person. Is someone that has thought about it. So they're even if it doesn't work out, at least they thought about it. So it doesn't go that bad. And with that, let's get onto the what type of husband will Jeonghan be? Oh, those are 2 cards. Okay, one more card. What type of husband will Jeonghan be? Okay. So we have the King of Cups, the Princess of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. So we got a lot of earth and fire for Jeonghan's partner, but he himself has a lot of water. So we have Pisces energy and Scorpio energy right here. So this tells me that he's a very passionate husband, but he's also very sensitive, very loving and caring. Someone that loves to just care about other people and of course their partner. This 3 of Wands tells me that he's gonna be Jeonghan is the type of husband, or will be the type of husband, is as if he was already married, will be the type of husband that is constantly thinking of how to expand, how to create a safe home environment. I am getting also trying to be like, oh, how can we get more land? That's what I'm thinking of. But it's also someone that is always thinking of taking action, and there's a high chance that his partner will be the one doing, like, actually taking action, right? Like physically be like, okay, let's move forward, while he's more Jeonghan is more like, okay, let's think before we act. So what are we going to do? What is the plan? How do we see our future together? But I feel that the Princess of Cups reverse tells me that it may take Jeonghan a little bit of a while to not connect emotionally to his partner, but more of like there's like an intense attraction. That's why the King of Cups is here. But the Princess of Cups reverse tells me that it may take him a while to open up to his partner, like to tell his partner, this is how I feel, this is what I want to do in my life, this is this other things, right? So I do think that he will have a very strong emotional connection to his partner, and all of the watery energy that Jeonghan has, which to me is kind of weird because he's like a Libra, right? But I don't know his other placements. So yeah, that tells me that he's someone that is, I mean, we have cups right here too, so that tells me that there's a strong emotional connection he has to his partner, and that's the biggest thing, right? He will be someone that just enjoys life. This King of Cups tells me that Jeonghan will be the type of husband that is like, you know what, let's just sit down and eat, let's relax, let's chill, let's just have a time for ourselves where we just hang out and do nothing, or just enjoy each other's company. And the other thing that I'm getting is, like, I think Jeonghan was mentioning once that he liked to like go outside and just walk around in like parks and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if like the ideal date or time together will be like, oh, let's just walk outside and hang out and see how that works. And with that, let me go on to the next question, which is, what kind of married life will Jeonghan have with his partner? So we have Aries energy, a lot of fire, so a lot of passion, and I have a feeling that his partner is the one that carries that energy of let's do this other thing, let's try this, because again, it is someone that has seen the rewards of taking action. It's like things get done when you do something, right? Good or bad, things get done. So it is definitely someone that has grown a lot and improved in their person, because they have gone through a lot of transformations, and they're not afraid of going through transformations. Wow. Okay. This is kind of funny because we have Libra energy, right? We have Aries, and then a full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecasted. So I have a feeling that they're kind of like, it feels like they're kind of like opposites, and they're just going to help balance each other and be like, well, Jeonghan is more like the emotional, sensitive side, probably the more like motherly energy, balances out with like the strong masculine energy of his partner that is like, let's just take action, let's go for it, let's just do what we want to do, let's follow our dreams, let's make them real. And that we have Aries and Libra energy, so they're both opposite, so they both have the same core values. It's like we both look forward having a stable home. We both want to make our dreams come true. We want to expand and be better. And the difference is that Jeonghan feels it a little bit more and his partner just does. And there's like a stability right here that I felt with these cards, right? So if anything, Jeonghan may struggle a little bit with his own transformations to communicate how he feels. Like that could be like a thing. But outside from that, they're both helping each other, and like they're both different enough that they can learn from each other. But deep down, they have the same core values that connect them. And it's like, okay, our foundation, we can build it very well because we both agree on it and we both know exactly what we want. And then from there, you can build on the home and like expand and become better people, but also create a home that is safe for both people. And there's like this balance of fire and air, so they will be able to communicate all of the passion that they have for each other, but they will also be able to communicate and think of what is the next step that they're going to take and go on with. Does that make sense? And with that, I'm going to ask the last question, which is, okay, how will the public react to the news of Jeonghan getting married? Oh, okay. How will the public react to the news? Is the Page of Swords reverse, Nine of Swords reversed, birds, it sounded like birds, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So we have a lot of air and earth. Well, there's only one. But the Three of Pentacles reversed tells me that a lot of people will not really know what to think. A lot of people will not really get the memo that he's getting married. I have a feeling that there might be a chance that even though Jeonghan's partner or like spouse seems to be really like forward and doesn't really care if people know what's up or not, I have a feeling that they're gonna keep it under wraps for a while. So when the news comes out of him getting married, it might actually be news of he's being married, bro. Because I do have a feeling that Jeonghan is very private, and people may not really realize how private he is. And he's very good at keeping secrets, I have a feeling. And he's also very good at making sure people don't really get into his personal life. So I have a feeling that some people will not get the message that he got married. I have a feeling that this is not of him getting married, of he got married. So people are going to know about this after the fact. And this Nine of Swords is kind of like, there will be not necessarily much stress from the public about him getting married because they will have already happened. So it's kind of like, oh, well, we can't do anything about it. It already happened. And this Three of Pentacles will reverse tells me that a lot of people will not really know how to work with this news. It's like, should we feel sad and complain since, well, it already happened, so we can't do anything. So how does that work, right? So I do have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna be like in that awkward stage that is like, so we can't really react to something that already happened as if it hasn't happened. Like, I don't know. I have a feeling that people are not gonna get the memo that he got married. Or that he's gonna get married. They're gonna get it after he got married. And I do have a feeling that Jeonghan is very good at keeping a secret, so a lot of people will not realize that they've been lied to for years. I said years, but I don't think it's gonna be that long. Probably a couple days, maybe months, maybe a year, but not years. Just one singular year. So yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of people may feel a little bit betrayed. I have a feeling, or like the communication just doesn't work between the news of getting married and fans reacting to it. Like, it's just like, it's not gonna compute or something. Like some people are gonna be like, wait, what's going on? I have a feeling that it's out of nowhere. It's gonna be like, wait, what? What's going on? How did this happen? Right? So yeah, that's what I see for Jeonghan. And on to the next person. And now let's go on to the next member. It's like a whole different day that I'm doing this. I was so tired, and I still am, but I think I finally understand the people that are like the tarot readers that are like, oh, Spirit told me and was calling for me to get this reading done. That's how I feel right now. But anyway, so now we're going on to Joshua, and let's see, is he thinking about marriage right now? no cards. Oh, we got an answer. Boop, boop, boop. And our answer is triple yes. So is Joshua thinking about marriage right now? Yes, yes, and yes. So we have Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Hanged Man reverse. So that tells me that with the Six of Cups, he may have already even thought about children. Because I don't know about you guys, but to me, the Six of Cups means children. Also, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah. And with... I don't really think he has a person in mind necessarily. And like, it's not like with Jeonghan that I kind of felt like someone was in his life already and he was like, yeah, I want that person. And also, I mean, if you look back to Joshua's individual reading, it was more like there is someone that he has kind of like an eye out for, but I didn't feel any energy of him like actually even really knowing this person or them talking a lot. So yeah, but it's kind of funny, right? Because I have a feeling that with Joshua, the way that he thinks about marriage is kind of like, it's like good and bad, right? Good in the sense that it seems like he looks forward to like having children and that part of marriage, but then we have the Nine of Swords, and usually the Nine of Swords means someone that is very stressed, someone that is overthinking something, because swords is all about ideas and thoughts, and the Nine of Swords usually shows someone that is overthinking something so much that it becomes stressful. So I do have a feeling that it may be stressful for him, not necessarily getting married, but how that will affect his career. I mean, he is a K-pop idol. It's sadly for them. It could, I mean, doesn't necessarily mean like end their career, but it's like a big deal with many K-pop idols if they get married and stuff, because the community of K-pop fans are still not too happy with or used to the idea of idols getting married, right? So I do have a feeling that for him that's like a big deal, thinking like, oh, I want to get married and have my own kids, which I mean, I don't know if he does, but that Six of Cups tells me that he does. But he may be thinking, I mean, he is a very practical person since he's a Capricorn with a moon in Taurus, if I'm correct. And if that's the case, he's thinking into the future and thinking of like what is not necessarily the right path, but how can he have like what he wants and not affect what he already has, which seems to be also another thing that he wants. So the Hanged Man reverse tells me that he reversed. The Hanged Man tells me, which is not reversed, tells me that he's trying to think of seeing everything in a different perspective. So probably the way that he wants to think about it is a way that doesn't stress him out. It is something like he wants to have hope and have faith that his dream will come true, because I do have a feeling that making a family for him is something he wishes. And the Hanged Man reverse, I keep saying it's reversed, but it isn't. And the Hanged Man, which again is not reversed, it's normal, it's upright, tells me that he is trying to see everything from a new perspective, trying to see everything in a little bit more of a positive light. And with that tree in the Hanged Man card, it feels like he is trying to ground his ideas, root them, and have a very, very not only stable but also grounded idea of like how things are going to work out. But I think that by thinking of the most stable way he can do something, he is in a way overthinking it, and that could be a little bit stressful for him. I have a feeling that he will get guidance as to like maybe by sitting in nature he gets guidance on what it will be like the right path to take. Or I'm getting patience is something that he probably is thinking of, like, you know, taking things one step at a time, staying focused and thinking of like what works for him the best. And with that, let's go on to the next question, which is, what type of spouse does Joshua want and what does he need? Let's see what we get. Okay, so what he wants, a turtle. And let's see what he needs. That's actually kind of scary, right? He wants a turtle and what he needs is a tarantula. That is very spooky. So the turtle tells me that what he wants is someone that is slow paced. So I have a feeling that the patience that Joshua carries with him tells me that he kind of desires or wants a partner that is also slow moving, or it is also someone that takes their time with everything, has no rush in life, someone that enjoys the like everything life has to offer, so they don't pressure themselves to just move very quickly. And it seems like he also wants someone that is very sensitive, because this is a water sign. So that tells me that it's someone that is very in touch with their emotions, is very kind and friendly to other people. And it's also, in the hard shell, tells me that he wants someone that is, even though they're very kind and in touch with their emotions, they're also able to protect themselves and aren't overly sensitive and emotional. But that tells me that it's also someone that is kind to other people, but is also someone that knows how to protect themselves, and someone that is not, like, I guess, not like a crybaby or something. He wants someone that at least is like it's strong to a point, or someone that is kind of to the emotions but not to the point that he's like, okay, get it together, right? Someone that can be emotional and sensitive, but it doesn't get to the point where it ruins their stability, because Joshua seems to be the type of person that wants a very stable partner, because that's what he is, a very stable person. However, what he needs is a tarantula. Oh, I'm getting that he also wants someone that is very passionate and heartwarming. That's kind of what I got, even though, because of the colors, right? But what he needs is a tarantula, which is a fire sign. So someone that is very passionate, very driven, someone that is full of energy as well, and shy. That's what I'm getting, because every time I see the tarantula, I think of someone that is very shy. So what he needs is someone that maybe other people are intimidated by, but this person's actually very shy, and just because they're shy doesn't mean that they don't take action, just they do whatever. There's red, a bit of orange, and a little bit of yellow, so that tells me that someone that is definitely very, very grounded, because it's the 3 bottom chakras. So someone that is confident, passionate, and rooted and grounded on earth, I guess you could say it. You could put it that way. And it feels like it is someone that is all around very stable, very skilled. That's what he needs. Someone that, I guess he needs someone that is fiery, so they kind of light up the flame that allows him to just take action, because it feels like he's very slow moving. And even though I'm a very my inner stuff is very earthy and grounded and stuff, I have so much air that I can't handle someone moving that slow. So just looking at it is like, oh my god, Joshua, get it together, keep moving. But I think his partner, or the type of spouse that he needs, is someone that can pull him forward and is like, let's get stuff done. So what type of spouse will Joshua end up getting? This one part. 3 of Wands. Interesting. Wait. We got 4 cards. Okay, I'll take the 4 cards. The Empress on the bottom again. Okay. Did Jeonghan get a tower as well? Anyway. So, the type of partner that Joshua will end up getting, we have the 3 of Wands, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. So definitely he will end up getting married to someone that is very fiery, very passionate, someone that is always moving forward and getting things done. But it balances out with his energy, right? Because we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is someone that is taking action, but not physically doing stuff. It's more along the lines of someone that is actively thinking of what to do next. And the 3 of Wands is always about expansion. It could be business-wise, but it almost feels like it's someone that is looking at what they have and it's ready to expand their horizons. It could be, in this case, it will be starting to take action towards something. Maybe they have a goal in mind and they're like, okay, what skills do I have and how do we get better and move forward, right? So to me, it feels like it is someone that is very action-driven, very passionate, ready to move forward, but it kind of balances out with his energy that is slow moving, because this person is actively thinking of what to do next, and they get it done. because we have the Knight of Wands. So again, another card of expansion. So it is someone that is higher education, higher knowledge, wisdom. It could be expanding in a sense of like traveling around the world, right? Because this is Sagittarius energy. So it feels like it is someone that is very good at adapting. So this Tower card kind of makes me feel that this person, similar to Jeonghan's partner, I think it was it Jeonghan? Since I recorded it yesterday night, I actually don't remember who got the Tower for their spouse, but whoever it was, that like Mars energy of the Tower is like, it feels like this person is okay with trying new things and trying to reinvent themselves over and over. Like they're okay with that. And I think the way that they can do that and find and still be stable is by always looking at what they have and taking that with them and moving forward. It's kind of like, it feels like this person travels light, but in like soul wise, I guess you could say. So it is someone that doesn't have many grudges. It is someone that is not necessarily, their energy is not heavy, and it's someone that is not really afraid, because the Seven of Wands to me feels someone that is constantly fighting their inner fears, is constantly going against all the things that they're afraid of. And with it being reversed, it kind of feels like this person doesn't avoid it as much as it is like they're not afraid to just go forward, or they're able to easily discern. That's the word I'm thinking of, but I'm not sure if that's a word I need. It can easily tell what their inner fear is, and it reaches a point where it doesn't have to, and they know how to physically deal with it, if that makes sense. Like they don't, like their inner fears doesn't get in the way of the actions that they're taking. If anything, they work with that and they reinvent themselves, because the Tower is here. It's funny enough, the Tower has appeared a couple of times so far. By a couple, I mean like 2. But in this video, 2 is too much. That's 20% of the members. But the Tower card has appeared so many times in this reading, and I have a feeling that to me it feels weird that it doesn't carry a heavy energy. Not even, I think Woozi got it for like what type of husband he will be. So it's funny, like I've seen the Tower energy, and it's kind of like, yeah, change, transformation, nothing to be afraid of, right? So yeah, this person also feels like it is someone that enjoys to just have to be in the company of Joshua, because or of their partner, right? And in this case, like you have 2 deer, but it feels like this person is gonna be an equal to Joshua, which that's great. But it also feels like it is someone that enjoys his company, someone that just enjoys the silence of being together, and that silence is a form of communication they both really, really, really like. This Knight of Wands tells me that it is someone that is very, very knowledgeable, or it is someone that is very street smart. So it is someone that is like, oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there, or it's someone that wants to travel around the world, or it's someone that knows a lot about many other places because they love to research, they love to learn. This definitely feels like someone that loves to learn, and it could be that they are very spiritually in tuned, because every time I see the Knight of Wands, I think of the 8. And of course, I'm not talking about the 8 right now, but to me, it feels like it is someone that may be spiritually very, very healthy, or entering that area of life. Like they're trying to learn more about themselves. They're trying to learn more about meditation and centering themselves. So it's kind of like that kind of feeling that I'm getting. So very calm, yet someone that is not afraid of reinventing themselves and improving themselves and being better for what they want to do in life. So it is actually a very nice energy that we have for Joshua's partner. Very calm though, even though there's a lot of fire. I don't feel like this is anyone that's reckless. It doesn't feel to me like it's a very calming energy I get. So what type of partner will Joshua be? And we have the Tower again. They're going to be very similar, or Joshua will bond with the transformational periods that this person has gone through, because it is very similar to the ones he has gone through. Or the type of husband that Joshua will be is someone that will reinvent himself a lot and try to be the best partner ever, and try to take more action, because we have the Queen of Wands reversed. So it tells me that it's Aries energy. So he's trying to take actions. He's trying to be a little bit more impulsive. He's trying to follow that inner child type of energy. But since it's reversed, it tells me that that's something he's going to be struggling with a lot. So I'm going to take this card. Then we have the Nine of Wands reversed. It tells me that he will take Joshua a long time and a lot of work to open up to his partner, because that Nine of Wands usually means, this one usually means someone that is very guarded and it's keeping a lot in, and it's someone that may be struggling to open up to other people, tell other people how they feel and what they think, and since they're so closed up and trying to protect themselves, they don't really take action, which could be the reason why Joshua is always like a slow moving energy, right? However, that slow-moving energy helps Joshua go through any problem very easily, and I think it helps him go through problems very easily because he's so grounded, right? It's kind of similar to his partner. Like, they travel light, so there's not many grudges. They carry there's not a lot of fears. They can just get things done. And with Joshua, it feels like something similar, but the opposite, if you want to put it that way, is like Joshua is so earthy, so he carries a lot with him, and that's why he travels very, very slowly, right? Because he's trying to carry everything with him. And when I mean carry everything with him, it would be like his person, his past, his fears, his achievements, right? And this person travels so light that they can get anything done very quickly. And when Joshua is like someone that takes their time, so when they have a tower moment, which usually the tower moment means a change and transformation. It means it could be difficult, it could be just a natural thing that you can handle. But with him, it feels like he always comes on top, or he's always triumphant, because he travels so slowly that when a tower moment hits, he knows who he is, he knows where he's standing, and he knows where he's going. So he understands that he's able to kind of like adapt to those changes, if that makes sense. But there's also a lot of fire with him, so I do think that Joshua is going to be a husband that is very passionate, but it's going to take him a while to show that passion to his partner, because he's so grounded and rooted, because we have Mars energy, so both of them are very driven. And it doesn't necessarily have to be work, it depends on where their Mars and like is in their chart. But the Mars energy tells me that they're both very driven, very passionate, very focused in following what their goals are and what they dream. Again, Joshua is such an earthy energy that tells me that he's very goal orientated. Whatever goal he has in mind, he is going to achieve it, because he's working hard to make that happen. And the other thing that I'm kind of getting is that he is trying to balance his masculine energy in a way, like he wants to take action forward in his life and get things done, but because usually Aries is seen as the King of Wands, and here it's of course the Queen of Wands, because that's how the deck works. All the men and women are reversed, so that tells me that he wants to be a little bit more he wants to take action in a way that he feels very comfortable, not in that masculine energy of, oh, I have to get it done and achieve all those goals. It's more like in a motherly figure type of way, in a feminine type of energy, which is more balanced, I guess you could say. And it's like, we're going to take our time to get things done, or we're definitely going to continue moving forward. Even if it's a slow moving energy, it's still moving. And if you want to put a little bit of fire into it, it's kind of like there's passion, there's drive, and there's a lot of energy moving forward, even if it's still taking its time, it's being slow, and it's like a soothing energy. That's how the feminine energy will work for Joshua. So that tells me that he is going to be a partner that will definitely, I mean, if he's taking his time in thinking about marriage, I think he will take his time in looking for that partner and like smothering them with love and healing. And it's going to take him also, he's the type of husband that takes a while to open up to their partner. He's the type of person that will definitely be there for any changes that their partner goes through, because of that tower that they both share. But I do feel that both of them will be very similar. And with that, let's go on to the next question, which is, what kind of married life will Joshua have with his partner? So we have Pisces energy. Let's see what other card we have. So the Pisces energy tells me that both of them are going to be, they're going to be very sensitive, right? I mean, he's trying to open up to his partner, and this person seems to not be afraid to be open to other people. Even though they're a little bit shy, it doesn't mean that they're when they're comfortable with someone, they're not going to like open up and tell them like, oh, this is how I feel, this is how I am, this is how things are, right? And the other thing that I'm getting is that they're going to be very kind and nice to other people, very loving to other people, because Pisces is like someone that loves the world, right? And they don't want to help the world and care about the world, but of course, like with anyone, they have to like usually retreat and like recharge again. So I have a feeling that both of them are that type of people, like are the type of people that they will have the type of marriage that it feels very calm, it feels deep in a way. And when I mean deep, is like they both understand each other in a level that people will feel but don't necessarily understand or have to understand. And here we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So that Mars energy that we see with both of them tells me that both of them are going to be going through many cycles, many difficulties. Even though this person seems to be very fiery and like, let's go through changes, it doesn't mean that it's easy for them to go through their own changes. And Joshua is someone that goes so slowly through life, and it tells me that even though he's taking very safe steps forward, it doesn't mean that it's not hard for him to take that next step, right? So it feels like both of them are going to be very mature, like their married life is going to be very mature, grounded, very stable. And even though they're both very fiery, there's like this, when they connect, there's a lot of love and emotions connecting them, and it's such a deep level that people, it's going to look very nice to the public eye. And I think a lot of people are going to see how beautiful it is for them to be together. Which gets me on to the next question, which is, how will the public react to the news of Joshua getting married, right? That Pisces card is kind of like, they're both kind of like meant to be. Like when I mean meant to be in this case, it feels like they're both helping each other and balancing each other during very rough times or good times or every time, right? So let's see. How will the public react to the news of Joshua getting married? Okay, let's see. So we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So the Six of Pentacles tells me that a lot of people are actually going to be okay with the type of partner that Joshua ended up being with. They're going to see that there's an equal give and take from both parties. So he loves and cares about this person and accepts the love and care that this person gives to him in return, right? So I do have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, okay, it seems like he picked a good partner, we're all happy for him in that case. However, that doesn't take away the fact that many people are going to feel betrayed, because we have two emotions, right? So we have Moon in Taurus, so very grounded and stable energy that is like, okay, I'm happy that he's happy, good for him, right? But then we have the Moon in Aquarius, which kind of goes like, they will kind of feel betrayed, because to me the Seven of Swords means betrayal. But in this case, it feels like people, like the general public, will see this news as in like, how will that affect his person, not necessarily his career, but his person, right? Like, well, I think a lot of people are going to start seeing changes with Joshua, in the sense of like, I have a feeling that he is going to be a little bit more open, but not emotionally, definitely not, because that's for his partner, that's not for anybody else. It feels like that Moon in Aquarius is going to be like, people are going to be thinking, or are going to start seeing how he's transforming and changing, right? Because this person is looking at the egg, and the egg, it's kind of like, it's not hatched yet, right? So they're going to start seeing that he is like growing and transforming, and soon going to hatch to be the best person he can ever be. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, because they both have Taurus. They both have Tower cards, so that Tower tells me that they may have a bit of transformations and cycles they have to go through, or when they get together, they're going to like crash, and they have to build their own foundation, but together this time, not like in their individual towers. It's like they're working together to build their own tower as a couple, as a partnership, right? So to me, this time the Seven of Swords doesn't mean betrayal, even though that's usually how I see it. If anything, it feels like people are gonna be like, okay, so let's lay out the cards on the table. What is going on and how are we gonna deal with it? And it just feels like people are going to be wondering and thinking, how will this affect Joshua as an individual and as a person, and not really. I have a feeling that since a lot of people are going to be okay with Joshua's partner, and a lot of people are not going to be worried about his career at all. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse tells me that a lot of people are going to feel like maybe it's a little bit too soon, it's rushed, or it wasn't the right timing. So with the right timing, I have a feeling that a lot of, who knows when this news will come out, that people will not think it's the right timing. It doesn't, how should I put it? I'm not too sure why the wheel will come out reverse, but it feels like maybe some people will think, oh, why did this happen? Maybe. Or a lot of people will feel like their world is crumbling down a little bit, or they may feel like it's not the ideal time. There's something about time. Like, who knows when Joshua, like, if he's gonna be like, I'm getting married. Who knows when this news comes out? But it feels like a lot of the public is gonna be like, it's not the right time to take this type of news out. It's kind of those things that I don't understand why it feels like that. But of course I'm going to say it because it will make sense when it happens, I guess. So it's those things that the only thing I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune reverse is that a lot of people are going to feel like it was not the right time for this news to come out. So who knows what is happening around that time that a lot of people are going to be like, ugh. It's not necessarily bad. It's kind of like, it's like a, it's kind of like gray. It's a gray area. I don't know if it's good that the news came out and people are like, oh, we were so sad, I'm glad it came out, or if there's a lot of tension, and then when it comes out, it's like, oof, we can't really celebrate or anything because it's such a tough time. Like, I don't know. Or maybe it's kind of like, it's so random that people are like, I don't know if it was the right time to take out that type of news. But who knows when the news is going to come out? I'm saying it like it's coming anytime soon, right? But yeah, who knows? But anyway, it still feels like a very stable marriage. I'm not saying he's gonna be with this person for the rest of his life, and I don't really know if he's going to have kids with this person. But yeah, it feels very stable, very grounded, and very loving between each other. Like, people are not going to see it as much because what they'll see is how grounded they both are to be with each other and how they're helping be better people. But this is like under wraps, alright? Like, the sensitivity they both have is just for each other and not necessarily for anyone outside of their circle or their comfort zone. So with that, I will go on to the next person. Okay, now we will get into DK's reading. Let's see if DK's thinking about marriage right now. So, unlike the other 17 videos that I did, this time I do have the sketch and everything out for the thumbnail. So I do know who's going to be on the thumbnail this time, and it's DK. And you may ask yourself, why did I pick DK? Well, I was shuffling my cards and I was like, okay, give me one card to see who's going to be in the thumbnail. And the sun came up and I was like, oh, to me that's DK. Perfect. Right? Because no one's a Leo in the vocal team. So I was like, oh, DK it is. Because to me, he is a ray of sunshine. So is he thinking about marriage? There's a high chance he is. Let's see. Yeah, he is. So it's so funny. So far, except for Woozi, so far pretty much everyone in the vocal team is like, yes, I'm thinking about marriage. But it could be because DK's sister just got married, right? So there's a chance that he is also looking forward to that type of lifestyle. Or yeah, you see this right here? It's the sun coming through. Anyway, so is DK thinking about marriage? Yes, he is. We have the Star, Justice, and the 5 of Pentacles reverse. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So the Star tells me that it is his dream to get married and have that life. And honestly, I'm not surprised. I think he has been the only one that kind of has mentioned, oh, you know, I want a partner like this, like this, like this, and like that. And I think his ideal type has always, it always feels like he's already thinking of like his married life. Like he's already thinking of like, oh, when I get married and my partner's gonna be like cooking for me and being there with me because I want to stay at home with them and all of that. So it kind of feels like he wants some, he feels very conventional in that case. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Ooh, you can see my shadow. Ooh. Oh, never mind, you can see penguin. But anyway, so the star usually means like when someone is like wishing upon a star, someone is thinking and dreaming for things to go their way or for a dream to come true. And I have a feeling that one of DK's goals or one of his dreams is to get married. And we have justice right here. So he wants like a very balanced relationship. He wants someone that loves him just as much as he loves them. He wants someone that will never leave him behind or will never make him feel abandoned. That is the type of thoughts I think he's feeling when he thinks about marriage. Because the Five of Pentacles usually means someone that feels left behind, they feel lonely, or they feel abandoned, right? But with it in reverse tells me that he just wants someone that is like hope. Someone that gives him light. Someone that gives him, that helps him through very rough times and through transformations that he's going for himself. Because justice is surrounded by like butterflies, and here there's like a little butterfly coming forward to this person that feels very sad and lonely. So it feels like he wants someone that will like be the little guiding light for him, because I guess you can say the star is right here his partner, this is his partner, and this is like his partner going towards him. So you can say that he's always thinking of whoever he wants to be with, right? I don't necessarily think he has someone in mind as much as I guess it's so weird, right? Like every time when I was doing the individual readings, I don't remember who was first, but I think I read for Sulgi first and then DK, and they both had very similar energies in their love life, because they both feel like the types that, I mean, they're both Aquariuses, right? So it feels like both of them are dreaming and like, oh, when I have my partner, it's gonna be so stable and grounded, because they both had the buffalo appeared. So right now I'm feeling something very similar, because when I read for Sulgi, I kind of just got lost in her own fantasy and her own dreams and idealistic view of getting married. And I think that with DK, I'm about to go through that same path, which I'm kind of grateful, because I kind of, with Joshua, I kind of felt like my throat closing up, and I felt like my voice was getting shaky and wavy, and I was just like, oh my god, am I getting sick? But then when I got onto DK's reading, it feels lighter. It feels like I feel like I'm getting energy just from tuning into his energy, and I'm so happy about that, because oh boy, I feel tired. So yeah, with that start, it tells me that he has hopes that his dream is gonna come true. He's happy just to think of getting married. He's looking forward to it, and I think he has. I was telling my sister that I forgot who, I wasn't sure if it was Scoops or DK who had mentioned that they wanted daughters for children. I have a feeling it was DK, but I wouldn't be surprised if Scoops said it at one point, because this was so random. Like I have no clue where it even came from, but if anyone knows, it will be nice if you guys could comment below and tell me, yes, this person said it, because yes, I will kind of want to know. And if that's the case, and then you see DK cooking and everything, and oh, I think he's ready for his married life, and I'm kind of happy for him in that case. And it seems like he is thinking of the healthiest form of a married life, right? The Justice card tells me that he's thinking very, very deeply of having a very balanced life and making sure that it's healthy in like give and take type of thing, right? So with that, oh, by the way, very airy energy, because we have Aquarius and Libra energy right here, so very, very idealistic in a way. So with that, we're going to ask, what type of partner does DK want to get married to versus what he needs? So that's what he wants. A hawk. What type of partner does he need? A lamb. Am I surprised? Kinda. I'm actually kind of surprised. So, hawk. the type of partner that DK kind of wants is someone that has a very sharp eye, someone that is, again, very similar to what other people have gotten. We have red, orange, and yellow, so someone that is very, very grounded, even though, I mean, we have air energy. So that tells me that even though it is someone that even though he may want someone that is very airy so he can communicate with them very well, he wants also someone that is very rooted and grounded. So it kind of goes with him, right? We have air right here and then earth, right? So it feels like someone that is very grounded, very confident, and someone that is just follows what they're passionate about, what they're happy about. All of that yellow tells me that it's someone that is very happy and optimistic and very confident. And it feels like it's someone that is also very light, I guess you could say. Even though to me, a hawk doesn't really feel like that. To me, the way that the hawk is in like the light part of the card tells me that he wants someone that is very happy, optimistic, and powerful in a way. And to me, hawks look very elegant, but after having a bird as a pet, you look at all the other birds, and as my sister mentions, they look kind of stupid, right? You look at them and you're like, they're so dumb and cute, right? Even though you see a hawk and you're like, oh, scary, but then when you look at it closer, you're like, it's just like any other bird. So to me, it feels like he wants someone like that looks very elegant, looks very presentable. But when you look a little bit deeper, you're like, oh, they're kind of friendly and cute, right? But what he actually needs is not someone that when you look closer looks cute. Someone that when you look at the energy, they are just innocent and pure. What he needs is, I guess in a way, someone that is very similar to him, right? What he needs is someone that is very grounded, because we have earth right here, but it's also someone that it's filled with light. So not only confident, but is able to communicate how kind and warm-hearted they are. He needs someone that looks very innocent and cute, and even feels like if someone were to read their aura, it will be very angelic, because it will be like crystals and white light and rainbows almost. So it feels like someone that is very, very genuinely kind and caring, and someone that feels genuinely and sincerely like they have their heart on their sleeve. They're always walking towards being the best person they can be, and they're very grounded and earthy. So it is someone that is just healing with just existing, right? They work in such a way that it's just beautiful to be with, and they're grounded because of that earthy energy. But outside from that, they're pure heart. They're just heart. It's like someone that is all going around it's the life of the party. Not necessarily because they're like fun to be with, necessarily like woohoo, woohoo, let's dance around and joke around. It's more like it is nice to have them because they have such nice and healing energy, which I hope DK ends up marrying someone that is like that. So let's actually ask what type of spouse DK will end up getting. Nine of Cups. Aha. So yeah, he needs someone very innocent. Okay. I have a feeling that if DK ends up getting someone that is innocent, it might actually be someone younger than him. He might marry someone younger. Okay, so what will he end up getting? Someone that is very good at communicating, grounded as well. Maybe people will not realize how confident they are, or very passionate as well. And I think fun to be around. I think that King of Wands tells me someone that is very proud as well. Because you see this cat looking like very satisfied that they ate that bird, and then you see this lion, it looks powerful, and also in a way you can feel the pride that the King of Wands has in this card. But yeah, someone that is very good at communicating, because there's a lot of blue. Very intuitive with the High Priestess, which is Moon. So that tells me that DK will end up getting a spouse that is actually very, not necessarily sensitive, but when I mentioned he needs someone that has like their heart in their sleeve, he will end up getting someone that kind of has that, because the High Priestess is about the moon. So someone that is very intuitive, very kind, because of how connected they are to their subconscious. And I think their subconscious is someone that is just naturally very nice to people. And we have the Nine of Cups, so it's going to be someone that is always very satisfied, someone that is always very happy and content with life. And this King of Wands tells me that they're very content with life because they just get stuff done. They're good with themselves and they're happy with themselves and satisfied with themselves. But it also feels like it is someone that when they want something, they go for it. It feels like it is someone that knows deep inside who they are. So it is someone that has no issues with themselves because they accept who they are very deep down. So it could be someone that has done all of their shadow work for sure. And what I mean all is like we're constantly learning and improving. So of course there's always work that this person is doing, but it helps if they're okay with trying to become better from the inside out, right? So it feels like it's someone that is very satisfied, someone that is very pride. Like they have a lot of pride, so they're proudful, but it's in a healthy way, right? Like that's just how people see them and that's how they carry themselves, but that's because they are very confident with who they are. This is someone that feels very elegant as well, but that elegance and stuff makes them look powerful, yet they carry an energy that makes them seem angelic and very nice and kind. Like how I've seen that there's a high emphasis of like angelic, right? Which I guess I'm not surprised because it's DK, right? So, you know, he's a little angel as well. Very pure and kind, and we have to protect DK type of energy. So then we'll ask, what type of husband will DK be? Is that one thing? Let's see. What type of husband will DK be? And the cards don't pop out. Wait. Here. Let me just turn this one over. So we have the Emperor, which is actually the Empress. We have the Queen of Cups, which is actually the King of Cups. And we have the Two of Cups reversed. So BK is going to be the most loving husband anyone can think of. Very caring, very loving, and very balanced as well. Because we have the Emperor, which in this deck is the Emperor, but it's actually the Empress because it's number 3. And here we have the Queen of Cups, which is actually the King of Cups. So, so if you look at this card, it feels like he's very balanced. He's going to be someone that, he's going to be the type of husband that is always going to center himself, is always going to try to stay balanced and keep himself in check, but yet we already know this, right? He's a very beautiful person. He is pretty handsome too, just saying. But it feels like to me that he's the type of person that will not let pride get on the way. Like it is someone that even though he has power and everything, he will always remember his roots and where he came from. This Queen of Cups tells me that he's gonna be someone very, 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 very caring, because we have Venus, Cancer, and then the Two of Cups. Water energy again. So that Cancer energy tells me that he's going to be very caring, very loving, someone that will definitely cook for his partner when he has a time. And his partner will definitely be very satisfied with that Nine of Cups, right? Had a nice meal. But it also feels like he's going to be a very strong partner, a very strong husband. And when I mean strong in this case, I feel like emotionally strong. So someone that will be able to support his partner in any emotional baggage. If there's any, it's going to be someone that is always there for them. Someone that is like, oh, my partner's sick, let me be there for them and care for them and be next to them and be the support that they need in life. It feels someone that is always working from the inside out as well to be the best husband ever, it feels. And that Two of Cups, even though it's reversed, it tells me that it will take him it's going to be kind of difficult for him to detach himself from his partner. But then again, we have to keep in mind that getting married and finding this partner for DK is a big deal. It's something that he really, really wanted. It's something that he wished for and dreamed for. So I wouldn't be surprised if for him is like, I made my vows to protect you and be there for you. So it's kind of difficult to detach myself from you. So it feels like he's a very, very loving partner. And there's like a lot of yellow and oranges. So that tells me that, yeah, he's going to be very, very loving to his partner, very happy. He's going to be very confident to be a husband and very happy to be one as well. And he's going to be very, very passionate and happy and filled with all the fulfillment and accomplishment in the world to be married and a husband, but and definitely very grounded. So he will physically do a lot for his partner. So again, food feels like food is the thing, right? So I usually start with the other ones. So with that, let's go with what kind of married life will DK have. Wait, the card jumped out. So we have Jupiter energy. So I have a feeling that the type of married life that DK will have will help both him and his partner be like grow and expand, to think a lot about the future and what they want to do in life. The Jupiter energy tells me that they're both going to be very lucky, or they're going to feel very lucky to be with each other and to have found each other and to be part of each other's lives. Usually Jupiter is always expanding and a benevolent planet, so it's going to be always happy, always satisfied, and always expanding. So I have a feeling that that expansion card tells me that their happiness is going to reach other people when they're together. So, I mean, I think DK is of those people that he already makes he makes other people happy with just being happy himself. And that doesn't, and he's also a very sensitive person, right? Oh, I thought I saw Cancer in the bottom. Put that away. But anyway, so it tells me that he's also a pretty sensitive person. I mean, he has the King of Cups right here and the Two of Cups. So he's a very sensitive person. He's very emotional and he's not afraid to show it, which I feel we have seen multiple times. So I wouldn't be surprised that when he's with his partner, they both connect in such a deep, deep level. I mean, he is the emperor and his partner is the high priestess. So they are both very, very connected on an emotional level and a feminine level, I guess. So they're both very caring, very loving, and very motherly to each other. So they definitely care about each other in that sense. The other two cards that we have is Full Moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture, and New Moon, a new start is coming. So I have a feeling that these both cards kind of go with the star card that we had earlier. So it kind of tells me like that DK needs to have hope that everything will get better and his dreams will come true. So if he's dreaming of getting married and having that type of lifestyle, he will get it. And also the Sagittarius card tells me that a bigger picture. So I think they're both meant to help each other be the best versions of themselves and accomplish many more dreams together, or be the support that they both need to accomplish their own dreams, as individuals. And to always be ever expanding, to always learn more, be better, go beyond the horizons, break every boundary and limitations they feel they have put in within themselves and be better. And we have New Moon, a new start is coming, so that tells me that the type of married life that they will have will be the one that is constantly trying new things, constantly trying to figure out how to be, again, the best version of themselves and trying to find a lifestyle that they're happy with. They're not going to be afraid to try new things. And with the new things, I mean like, oh, let's have kids. Oh, let's have a different type of eating diet thingy. Let's go for it. Let's cook different things. So it's always like they're okay with trying new things all the time in all areas of their life, but they will usually be together. And by together, it does feel like they will physically do things together, as in like they will both learn how to cook, they will both learn how to bake, or they will both learn how to build a house or something. Like, I don't know, right? They will both always be there for each other, doing things together, right? Like, it doesn't really feel like one of them will be the support for the other person to achieve their dreams. It's like they will both work together and do things together to achieve a goal or a dream, right? Like, it doesn't feel like someone is just there for support in the background, like, yeah, you can do it, honey. It's like, no, let's both do this together. That's kind of like the energy that I'm feeling with the type of married life they will have. And with that, let's go with the last question, which is, how will the public react to the news of DK getting married. So we have Strength reversed, Chariot reversed. Not too kindly, huh? And then we have the Fool. It's going to be very, very big stuff. Because we have Strength, we have the Chariot, and the Fool, which are all major arcana. So that tells me that a lot of people are going to see the big changes that this news has for DK. So I'm not too sure. It kind of feels that this could be, because maybe potentially, who knows, the first one to have their married news come out first could be DK, and that's why there's a lot of like big changes here. But it could also mean that when the news comes out, a lot of people are going to see how important it is for him, because the Strength card reversed, so we have Leo, Cancer, and Mercury in a planet's energy. I don't know what the Fool represents. I'm not too sure. Let's see, right there it says air, so it could be Uranus actually. I don't know. Anyway, putting that out of the way, so we have Leo energy and Cancer energy, so a lot of people may want to lie to themselves or will not want to see that he's going to be very happy. It's going to make him stronger. It's going to make him more fulfilled and even more confident when he gets married. So maybe the news is going to make a lot of people be like, will not want to see the changes. I feel like the biggest thing is that people will not want to see how this is going to change DK, and it's going to be for the best, because we have the Chariot, and that's Cancer energy, which is something that he had as the type of husband that DK will be. So a lot of people will not see that. He will probably going to make a family and start a family. I guess similarly to somebody else, I forgot who it was, a lot of people are going to fear that he will leave behind his career just to focus on his married life. And I wouldn't be surprised that people will think that, because it's going to make him so happy and he's so focused on it that, yeah, I understand why people will be like, oh, he's going to live his career. We're never going to see him again when he gets married. So I do feel that a lot of people understand it's going to be a big change, because we have the Fool. And the Fool is usually the beginning of a new cycle. Again, a new start is coming. So I do have a feeling that a lot of people are going to see how important it is for DK to get married, and a lot of people may be very afraid of what this new change is bringing and what this new area in his life is bringing to him, and how will that affect his career and the way that fans see him, right? And what I mean see him is like, okay, if he becomes like a guy that is just focused in his married life, we will never see him in his career again, and that's usually the only way people know him as and see him as, right? Because that's the way a lot of people met DK, right? Through his career and how he was shining through that, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if anything, a lot of people are going to speak up and say how afraid they are with all of these new changes and these new beginnings. And that's why I'm feeling and guessing that he could be the first one that the married news comes out for, as much as it could be that when his comes out, a lot of people are just going to see it's a big change. What is going to happen? And that's a lot of the fears that I feel for people. Like, it doesn't feel like people are going to be like, oh, we hate this person he's getting married to. Like, if anything, no one's going to really see this person. And if this person is just as kind as I feel that they are, no one's going to have an issue with this person that DK's getting married to. And based on the type of partner he's going to be and everything, no one's going to see anything bad with him getting married at all. That's why I feel like it's more like the fear that people would feel about the new changes and transformations that are going through and happening for him. And all of the unknown energy of now what, right? So if anything, it feels pretty good. His married life is so happy and filled with optimism that I'm glad for him that he's gonna find someone just as nice, and it's gonna be a good way for him to also continue growing and being the best person he could be. And I understand that a lot of fans will probably be afraid of that unknown energy and all those changes happening. But yeah, with that, I will go to the final person. So I was cleaning I stopped the recording and I was cleaning like the space, putting the cards away so I could do Seungkwan's reading. And then I noticed that at the bottom of the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck, we got the Buffalo, which I believe was the card that I was talking about when I was talking about DK and Sully having very similar energies and their perspective on relationships, because the Buffalo represented Sulgi in her love life, and the buffalo represented the type of relationship DK wanted with his partner, which is very stable, grounded, and secure. And I just kind of wanted to mention it because it was at the bottom of the deck, right? Because I picked it up and I was going to put the cards away, and when I was doing that, I saw the buffalo, and I was like, oh, guys, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. And that's why I did. And with that, let's just go with Seungkwan. And let's get into Seungkwan's reading. So, is Seungkwan thinking about marriage right now? I had to move my blinds around to cover like the bit of light that was right here. Because I was like, oh, DK, get out of this reading. We're on to a new person. Oh, wow. So, is Seungkwan thinking about marriage? No, he's not thinking about marriage. We have the King of Pentacles upright, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, am I surprised that there's a lot of earthy energy with Seungkwan? Not at all, actually. I mean, he is a Capricorn, and he seems to be very, very career orientated because we have that King of Pentacles. The King. Wow, I'm making him a king. You ain't no king right now. You're still very young. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and that energy was the one that I got, I think, a lot with the hip-hop team, which all of them were kind of like, nope, 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 and then Vernon was like, yes. God bless. Because I'm over here like, I was getting sadder and sadder every time I got like, nope, nope. I was like, oh, there's no hope for them. I'm just kidding. But with a Knight of Pentacles is usually the energy that I kind of associated with them wanting to work, actually. So I have a feeling that with Seungkwan is the same thing. He's not thinking about marriage because he's very like laser focused in his career and working in his music stuff. He's a singer, so working and singing. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed, so that tells me that he is leaving this energy and entering the Knight of Pentacles, right? So he went from getting the messages of how to get money, how to improve his career, how to work in his material stuff, and now he's actually taking action and organizing himself and working in making those things happen, right? And we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I have a feeling that he is not a very patient person. And what I mean not very patient is that instead of taking his time with making things just work and align perfectly for him to go forward, we have that he just kind of just takes action. It's like he's not going to wait for things to get done. He gets them done, if that makes sense. He doesn't wait for life to put, for the fruits of his labor to blossom. He just starts working on the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So that tells me that Seungkwan is someone that keeps himself very, very busy, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but if he keeps himself very busy with his career, that explains why he has no time to think about his married life, right? That doesn't mean he's not going to get married. It just means that at the moment he's definitely very busy thinking about other things that are not his career. I do feel that there's a lot of like self-improvement with him because that Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, so that tells me that there's not only Earth but Virgo energy for sure. So he is working very hard on improving himself, being of service to other people in his career, and healing anything that has to be healed in his career area, though, all about his career. And I think that makes him very happy to work in his career. And now we're going to ask, what type of spouse does Seungkwan want versus what he will need? So let's see what he wants and what he needs. So let's see, the type of spouse Seungkwan wants is a golden egg, and what he needs, a snake. Oh, he needs a snake. Woohoo! Just kidding. I was already thinking of me like, psst. Anyway, so a golden egg. So the only, I think Seungkwan is the only one that had like a spiritual card or like a mythical creature as something that he wants. With Red Velvet, I kind of got it for everyone except Joy, because she's the only one that's getting someone high and mighty in that case, right? But with him, he's the only one that is aiming very high. He wants someone that it's okay if this person hasn't gone to their full potential and their full greatness. However, the golden egg tells me that is someone that could be rich, or it could be someone that has a lot of great potential ahead of them. it feels like it could be someone that is snuggling, protecting themselves, but that whole golden egg tells me that it is definitely someone that has to be very confident, very optimistic, and very hardworking. But it could also be someone that is very blessed and is very gifted and is also very fortunate. Like, that's the type of person he wants. Someone that I guess in a way is lucky and happy and go lucky as well. So yeah, very friendly, very joyful, very enthusiastic as well. Someone that is very positive stuff, right? Filled with a bunch of light and love and care. That's what it feels like, right? It feels like a treasure. He wants a treasure almost, right? But what he needs is a snake. So what he needs is someone that is actually pretty similar to the egg, but okay, we have earth energy, so someone that is definitely very, very, very grounded, which I mean makes sense. He's very grounded himself, very earthy, very goal oriented, materialistic in a way, or material things give him comfort. Physical touch and stuff makes him also feel very comfort and love, so that could be his love language, like hugging people, taking care of people. I guess like patting people on the head is like a way that he does it, like, oh, you know, I love you, I care about you. He will show and act and do as a way of showing how he loves. So I guess that's his love language. And the snake tells me that he needs someone that is infinitely always working on themselves, constantly going through cycles and learning and improving. He needs someone that could be a bit secretive, so it is someone that is very grounded and can easily protect themselves from the negative energy that the world could throw at them. It feels like it is someone that also keeps a lot to themselves. He kind of needs someone that protects him, I guess, or protects their energy or their connection or their relationship or something, because a snake is like protecting these beautiful purple, green, bluish colors, right? So it feels like it is someone that is able to protect their light and their person from any sort of disaster the world can throw at them and their environment. They are light themselves, if that makes sense. Like, they can protect themselves from anything difficult because they are always their guiding light. They are their protection. This person themselves is someone that is not afraid to shed their skin to become better and grow and be infinitely loving. That's kind of what I'm getting from them. But let's continue and see what type of spouse Seungkwan will end up getting. They're all falling, but you can't see where they're falling because they're here. Okay, got it. Okay, so we have the Devil, Strength, and the Nine of Cups once again. So definitely a lot of blue. So this tells me that there's a lot of throat chakra going on with his partner. So the strength. I said the strength and I'm going to Devil. So the Devil card tells me that this is someone that may not really see themselves in a good light, or it is someone that does not have a very good perspective of what the world and environment they've been in. It feels like it is someone that feels like they're still under the illusion that they're going through a very difficult time. However, it doesn't feel super bad, right? Because with some people, when they get the Devil, they feel very bad. They feel like they're doing something wrong. I mean, this Devil card tells me that the spouse Seungkwan is going to end up with, or he's going to end up getting, is someone that may have seen the worst parts of life, has gone through a very difficult life, or at the moment is going through a very difficult period in their life, and they are constantly working in their inner selves. As you can see, these two people are like in distress, just thinking of the difficulties that the Devil card energy carries, right? This is Capricorn energy, so there's a chance that life has brought some sort of structure that was a little bit too heavy for this person, and it was very difficult for this person, which tells me that it kind of goes with the type of partner that Seungkwan needs, someone that it was able to survive something very, very difficult in their life and is able to protect themselves. Because right here we have strength, so that tells me that this person was able to, in a way, tame the beast, right? The beast being all of those difficult things that they had in their life. It could be in their person as much as in their environment. And this strength card tells me that Seungkwan was able to find a partner, and this partner is very strong because of all the difficulties they have gone through in their life. And here you have a woman that has tamed a lion, right? So they have tamed the beast, they have tamed their wild side, they have a lot of pride and happiness in knowing that they are this strong, and they're able to acknowledge how strong they are because life put so many difficult obstacles in their life that they had to go through and go around and go over, like a lot of things that this person had to go through, so Seungkwan's spouse could learn how powerful they are. And all of the blue tells me that they will be very good at communicating the difficulties they have in life, and also being able to communicate how they were able to get themselves out of those difficulties. And that 9 of Cups tells me that now they're in a little bit more of a lighter energy. This tells me that this person was able to get rid of their pride and was able to actually work with themselves and live again. I feel like there's some sense of rebirth with this person, and they had to go through this. Like, this is kind of like one of their big missions in their life, to go through that rebirth and talk about it. I feel like it might be important because I think they're kind of like, by going through those difficulties, they're going to tell other people about it, and that's going to help other people go through their own difficulties as well. And that 9 of Cups tells me that this person is actually very satisfied and happy now, and feels fulfilled and satisfied with what life has offered them, because now they're at like the other end of the tunnel, right? They already went through the most difficult part, and now they can look back and say, yeah, that was difficult. It was very draining and sad and confusing moments in my life, very dark moments in my life. However, now I've become stronger, and there's no resentment held against life. I'm actually very satisfied and happy, and that feels like the type of energy this person carries. Someone that helped themselves grow and become better, and it will translate very nicely into, I guess, the partnership they will have. Because now, let's ask what type of husband Seungkwan will be. Wait. This card is just not going. I'm getting in there. Oh, so we have the King of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. We have the Six of Wands. Oh, okay. I'll take those two. So guess who's having children? Woo-hoo. So I mentioned that if I got the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, or the 6 of Cups, it meant children. And I think there was only one person that I didn't really say children. It didn't feel like it. Or maybe I did and I just don't remember. Okay. Spouse, you'll have to move a little bit so we can look at all of Seungkwan's cards. So there you go. Now we have them all together. And they're connecting. It's kind of like the 10 of Cups was right there in between both of them as people. Okay, so let's talk about Seungkwan. What type of husband will he be? Okay, let's see. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So I have a feeling that he's going to go through a transformation. I have a feeling that it will be he's going to be very abundant. We have Taurus and Scorpio energy. So it feels, like a true Capricorn, I guess. It feels like Seungkwan is going to transform in the sense that he's going to start balancing himself. Because we have Scorpio energy in the King of Cups. And then we have on the other side, the opposing side, we have the King of Pentacles reversed, which is Taurus, which is the opposite of Scorpio. So we have two opposing energies. And then in the middle, we have the Six of Swords, which is leaving wild waters, rocky energy, and going towards calmer waters, and kind of going from negative to positive, I guess you could say. Going from a difficult time and trying to reach a more calming time. And to me, it kind of feels like this person is tossing away their worries, right? It's kind of like leaving behind what doesn't work for them and trying to be better and become something they're happier with. And to me, it kind of feels like with Seungkwan, he's going to leave his material ideas of these earthy beliefs, right? We have to keep in mind that all of this earthy energy, that's Seungkwan. That's what makes him him. And this King of Pentacles is that energy, someone that gives love through a material way, so like providing money, providing security, providing stability, providing maybe gifts and home and all of that, right? Which is not everything, and I think that's what he's going to learn. He's going to learn how to give love and provide for his partner, and also an emotional state, right? So we're talking about here about feeling love, giving love, saying how much they love their partner and being genuinely and sincere because that's how much they feel it within themselves, right? So it feels like Seungkwan is going to finally find a balance of not, you don't have to just provide physical, material, 3D money stuff, right? Like you don't have to provide for a person like that, because not just like that, right? You need to balance it out and also give and feel love, if that makes sense. So not just physical things, but also emotions, right? Cups. And in the middle, we have the 10 of Cups. So that tells me that they're probably going to be very happy. They're going to have, there's a chance that they will have children. There is a chance that they're going to be very good at communicating with each other, I have a feeling. And they will both balance each other by connecting at an emotional level that I think will unlock in Seungkwan when he gets married. Or when he meets this person, right? I don't think he's gonna. Look, it kind of feels like he's going to get married because that's a conventional thing, that's a usual thing, an earthy, practical way of thinking. But when he gets with this person and marries this person, he's going to start feeling the emotions. I'm not saying that he didn't love this person as much as when he marries this person, he's going to become the type of husband that is genuinely very loving and feels more. Because I think, I'm not saying that Seungkwan is emotionless or he doesn't feel anything. It's more as in like he's so practical that he may feel that emotions kind of get in the way and are a bit bothersome rather than beneficial and helpful, if that makes sense. And I think he's going to learn that he can feel happy and satisfied with his partner, and there's nothing wrong with his emotions, and loving can just be love. He doesn't need a reason or logic to trace back to. It could just be love. It just is. And with that, let's go with what kind of married life will Seungkwan have. So we have the moon, again, unlocking all of his emotional side, all of those feelings and things that he may not feel comfortable with, and just understanding that they just are. He doesn't need a reason to feel the way that he does. It's okay if he just feels, and he's gonna have a strong emotional connection with his partner, and they're both going to be very sentimental, very emotional, very intuitive with each other. They're just gonna understand how the other one feels right away. It also feels that they're going to be very nurturing and loving to each other as well. I guess similar to DK in that case, but there's a sense of being a little bit detached because of Seungkwan. Like Seungkwan feels a little bit detached right now. But I mean, with DK, we got like he's gonna be like giving food and loving his partner, and I understand why. And we have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So Seungkwan is gonna marry someone that is going to help him go through his own life purpose. And I think his life purpose is to leave a little bit of that Capricorn energy and start entering into a more Cancer type of energy, which is understanding his emotions, being okay with his home and domestic life, and leave aside his public image and all of that, which is such a Capricorn thing, right? I mean, going from the 10th to the 4th house, that type of energy. So I guess it's normal that Seungkwan is going to go through a difficult period and trying to balance out opposing energies, going from the materialistic form of security and going more into that transformative, intense, loving energy that doesn't need a reason to love. It just is. And with that, let's go to the last question, which is, how will the public react to the news of Seungkwan getting married? We have the first card. It's going to be very emotional and sentimental, and I think I'll take all those cards. Let's see how that works. So we're gonna get a big reaction with Seungkwan when his married news comes out. We have the 4 of Cups, so that tells me that he's gonna be distracted. However, when we see this, it feels like it's gonna be very balanced. Like there's gonna be a lot of emotions because we have the moon in Cancer, so a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, how do we feel, how we're gonna do things, right? However, we have the Ace of Pentacles, so that tells me that a lot of people are going to see the new beginning he's going through, and I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be pretty content with it. Some people are not really going to know how it's going to work and what's going to happen, but unlike DK, in this energy, it feels like it's going to be more of people being like grounded, like people are like, okay, let's take one step at a time. How is this going to work out? But it seems like so far a lot of people are going to be very emotional. It feels like in a good way. It feels like emotional, like, oh, we're so happy for him, and generally being okay with that. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like a lot of people are going to feel like it's very nice to see that he's getting married. They're going to feel like they're very happy for him. They're going to feel genuinely like it was the ideal thing for him. And it's going to help him grow and expand into the structure that he has to go through, because we have Saturn energy, not Sagittarius, Saturn energy. So it's kind of like Capricorn energy anyway, right? So but a lot of people are going to feel very happy that there's structure in his life, that he's going through a new beginning, that he's balancing himself emotionally as well. Oh wait, that's the last one that I saw. So we have the Six of Wands. So the structure that he has is going to be optimistic, happy, because we have Saturn in Leo. So that tells me that a lot of people are going to see him probably very happy that he may have children, that he's going to start his own family, that he's going to ground himself. It feels like a lot of people are going to feel very happy, and because this is like a victory, right? So a lot of people are going to feel like, oh, we're happy for him, that he's finally found the person in his life that's going to make him happy, that's going to stable him, that's an equal to him in a way, because we have the King of, what do we have? The King of Pentacles right here, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, but they're actually both Taurus energy because of how this deck is kind of funny in that sense. Hilarious, right? So it feels like a lot of people are going to feel the water and earthy energy, which we kind of got here, right there. So a lot of people are going, they might not talk about it though, because there's no swords. So people may not really talk about it. But if there's no swords, it also tells me that a lot of people are not going to overthink it and think of it in a negative way. So if anything, a lot of people are going to be very happy for him and genuinely glad that he has like a structured emotional stability. Because I have a feeling that sometimes some people may, I don't know if they talk about it, because I'm not over here like, oh, what are like Seungkwan fans talking about, right? But there's a chance that a lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of emotional instability in Seungkwan right now. And I have a feeling that later on, people are going to realize how stable he becomes and how grounded he becomes and how happy and satisfied he will be when the marriage news comes out. So people will actually see it very positively. Of course, there's going to be a lot of like emotions, but it doesn't feel negative. It feels like emotions of people just being like genuinely happy for him and kind of sad to see him go away in a way. But I don't feel any anger or hate towards him or his partner. But I do have to say one thing. His partner is so protected that we, like this person's going to be covered up. We're not going to really know much about this person. But it's weird. Like, I have a feeling that this person will not mind showing pictures of themselves with him or showing stuff together. But I do have a feeling that it's kind of difficult, or it's going to be kind of hard to get in touch with this person's energy. Remember, this person went through a very hard and difficult life, so it will be very difficult for fans and just the general public to understand and know this person, because this person's not really out there. They're in the shadows, you could put it that way. They're in the shadows, and yeah, it kind of feels like this person is so emotionally sensitive that's why they connect with Seungkwan in that level and help him go through those things that he has to go through and balance his emotional side as well. But it doesn't feel like there's a lot of showy energy in their married life. So there's no need for this person to go out there and be like, yes, I am married to Seungkwan, or for Seungkwan to show this person off, because it feels like this person prefers to be a little bit more low-key and keep to themselves to protect themselves, because they have gone through a very difficult time. And even though they're strong and they're very proud of the strength that they learned, and there's not much resentment towards their difficult life, it became kind of like their new lifestyle to stay low, right? So a lot of fans are not really going to know much about this person, and if they do, a lot of people will not really be intrusive into this person's energy, because it doesn't feel right, if that makes sense. But that's because this person kind of has that energy that is like, please, our arm's length, you stay there, I stay here, but like our arm's length, you're right. It's kind of like, ooh, don't be that close to me, and we can be friends that way. So yeah, it feels like a lot of people are gonna feel like this is fated, it's ideal, it's perfect, good structure, good balance of emotions and earthy energy, so stability. And yeah, I do feel that communication is not going to be that big between the fans and the news, if that makes sense. So not a lot of people are really going to talk about it. And if they do, it feels like positive stuff. I don't really feel anything negative or anything heavy in this. If anything, it's going to be kind of like normal. And if not, happy, if that makes sense, right? It's going to be between normal and up, if you want to put it that way. It's nothing negative for sure in this one. And with that, we're finally done with all of 17. And I'm so happy we're done. Because, oh boy, 5 people is still a lot for one video. I was able to do it with Red Velvet, and it took me like 2 different days to record. And in this one, it also took me 2 different days to record. With the rest of them, I was able to do it one day. But in this one, it's just too much. 5 people is too much. And with that, I'll leave you guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you loved it. And I hope it was healing and entertaining and loving. And I want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting my videos and watching them. And I hope you are enjoying them. I mean, I'm trying to enjoy... I enjoy recording them, but then I get lazy editing. And then I'm like annoyed that I had to do it and upload stuff. But anyways, I hope you really liked it. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll leave it there. See you on the next one, because I have a lot of big plans of more videos to come. I just have to get the energy to get them done. And yeah, thank you for all the love, thank you for all the comments, all the views, all the everything, and I'll leave you for the next one. Bye.